very big victory for us. I'm very proud of the team. Like I told them just a moment ago, it's just very gratifying to win a game like that against such a quality opponent in a hard-fought SEC football game. Just like all games we'll play, there's good and bad that happens throughout the course of the game. You got to be able to overcome it, make plays at the end of the game to win. Just very proud. Felt like the players really been telling you for the past couple of weeks. I thought the guys were really focused and really starting to grow and practice with a better attitude, a better sense of urgency, more consistently. We're getting better. Much like a week ago, we were put in a situation where, you needed to make some plays. It was nice to do it tonight. We were on the wrong end a week ago, but, we've been in a bunch of close football games this year and came out with 3 victories. So proud of that. That's a very good football team, very well coached. I have a lot of respect for them and what they do, and they win a bunch of games. Win the SEC East 2 years in a row, and they never seem to lose on the road. And just a very good football team. And we knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and just proud of the complete effort by our team. It's really, you're going to ask me specific questions right now, and it's really like a blur to me, to be honest with you. So I know Patrick had a good game, which was good to see. But it was just such a team effort. Again, I think defensively we really had some good stops. That's a good team that was getting first downs and moving the ball on us at times, but we came up with some critical stops again to give us a chance to hang in there until we got going offensively. So I'll leave it there for questions.
Mark, a lot of us get hung up on must-win, statement wins. Where do you put this big picture of your program?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. It's very important because that where we want to go, and we feel like we've got a better football team. We're not there yet. We're just getting better and better. You got to have guys make plays in critical situations to start growing and winning consistently. And so I would never say it's a must-win because I know we're getting better as a program. I know we're building a program here, and we're recruiting the right guys. Our coaches are working hard. Good things are happening. I just really want it for everybody that's done so much, and we know we're getting there. And most importantly, those players that are celebrating in that locker room right now. But for everybody that's done so much, you want to deliver. You've heard me say that before. We got a lot of excitement going in our program right now, and I want to keep on bringing the people back. I want this energy, and I want this excitement, and I want to continue to grow.
Mark, you've talked about being able to overcome things. There are a lot of things that happened tonight that old Kentucky maybe going to not be able to come back from. Have a 48-yard pass wiped out by 2 penalties. Have a couple of interceptions right in your hands and drop them in both cases.
I think I'll let you guys write about that, but I've seen enough of it. Where it's hard to argue that. So I know my first 2+ years that it was difficult. I just think when the margin for error is always small. And so we're a better football team, so we can overcome some things now. So I do think belief is part of that in making plays when the game's on the line. And so I think I agree with you to some extent. I think as we get better, you can overcome some bad things.
How critical was it for confidence when you're first and 29 at your own 10? You've had 2 things sort of shoot you in the foot to go boom, 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 down the field and get it done.
Yeah, I just thought it was I thought it was good to see us get in attack mode and make plays when the game was on the line. And we need, we'll grow from that for sure. That's a confidence builder. And, we know we're capable of it, but to go do it in pressure situations is very critical.
Mark, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but to be able to walk out of here tonight and earn a victory like this, when all 3 phases seem to play well.
Yeah.
I mean, generally
Right.
it's one or,
That's right. That's exactly right, and I think that's what I was trying to say. And, just what you're so proud of is just a complete game, and it's just such a tough football game against a good team, and it's nice to come out on the right end of that. Feeling like you're playing a game, you're always a couple plays away, and we're fortunate to be on the right end of the stick tonight.
What did you say to Patrick this week? Anything?
I really didn't. I didn't. I really just, I don't like to get involved with that, you know. I mean, I just told him, you know, really didn't say much. Just go do what he does, you know, every day, and just give him support and give him a pat on the back, and you know, I really want to make sure I don't hinder the play caller and the quarterback. You know?
What about his game tonight? Just looking at the statistically.
Just,
when
you
he
know,
was
I was telling the team in there that I'm pretty stingy with game balls, but I think he deserved one tonight. Yeah, 22, 27, 2 TDs, so yeah, I gave him a game ball. So, you know, I thought he played a really good game, and, you know, made some really good plays with his feet, and was aggressive down the stretch.
Dwayne Baker shook off the drops and just only needed one hand, I think, for the big one.
Yeah, yeah, that's, you know, that was part of it with some of the guys you heard, you know, Shannon talk about it, and myself, with the guys just playing. You know, we don't need guys to go be Superman. We just need to go be who they are. You know, we have a good team, and they just need to go play within themselves, you know, and so I think we just talked about that with him, about just calming down. Then he goes and gets that penalty. He didn't even know he got the penalty. So that's how amped up he gets, I guess.
What's
Coach,
your
your
decision?
defense, especially your front four tonight, really clamping down on Missouri's running game. What'd you see that went so
Pardon
well?
me?
Your defense tonight with the running game,
I
especially.
think 2 games, you know, well, last couple games, I think we've done a nice job. Coach Elliott, I mentioned it last week, he really had a good plan, and, you know, some things are coming together for us, and guys are really playing hard, and it's the same way. You know, I challenged the team early in the week on Monday that I just wanted us to play with relentless effort. You know, I know that stuck out to me last year when we went to Missouri, that I felt like they played harder than us. And I was adamant about not letting that happen again. I thought both teams played very hard, but defensively it's about team defense and being on the same page and communicating and playing with a great sense of urgency. And I think we're doing some really good things, but, you know, there's a lot of things we could do better.
Do you feel like you kept them uncomfortable, especially second and long?
I do. I do feel like we kept them uncomfortable. I do. I think we're mixing it up enough, and hey, they're good. They got us some, and we're, you know, getting some first downs, and it's tough. But I do felt like, you know, we had some things that were keeping them a little off balance.
How much more can you do as game planners and then in game as defensive play callers when they have Hatcher obviously back at full speed and Flanagan just back in?
Yeah, I think, you know, we need guys to win some one-on-ones and get some pressures at times and some sacks, just like other teams, you know, do against us. And so I think having Jason back and having Ryan back was certainly helpful, and we're getting more and more depth. We're trying to play more and more guys to build that depth and build for our program. You know, and as you get better, you know, you feel more and more comfortable getting some other guys in, you know.
How nice was it to see when Missouri took away your all's running game, especially in the first half, that you guys were able to make plays and kind of soften them up with the passing game and the receivers winning them?
Yeah, we have to, as you know, we have to, and so I think that's a big improvement from a week ago. You know, where we made the plays tonight down the field, and as a defensive guy, that's always tough. You're getting up there and getting in your face and making it hard for you to run the ball, and then you get some shots down. I know as a defensive play caller for all those years, you get defenses on your heels, and you get them thinking about it. You know, they have to pick their spots too. So I know Coach Dawson did a very good job of staying aggressive, and we were happy about that. He was happy about that for Patrick, and you know, hey, it's not going to be perfect week to week, but you know, we have great staff that really puts good plans in place, and again, I think we stayed aggressive and made plays, and that's what you have to do if you want to be a good football team. And I think even though, you know, I keep on going back and forth, but what I'm proud about is even a week ago, we didn't play our best and we had an opportunity to win the game. And that's a sign that you're getting to be a better team.
So Mark, can you speak to your, in all 3 wins, it seems like we closed it out with the run.
Yes.
And that's very pleasing to see.
Critical.
That's something that's not
Critical.
part of the program. It's for different guys too.
Absolutely critical, because there was some tough runs in there. What did we end up with? But we, you know, when we were grinding out, not getting some, but then at the end of every victory, you're right, we got some critical runs. That's a big part of that. That's how you win close games. If you're not able to do that, you'd lose more than half of them. and that's where, you know, we're getting better. And I think that's a big part of why I hired Shannon, you know, because you have to have some balance. If you don't have balance, you're not gonna win these type of games right here.
What makes JoJo an ideal guy?
What's that?
What makes JoJo an ideal guy for that role?
Well, I just think, you know, our guys need to understand that one game it's gonna be this guy maybe hot or different things, and, you know, he just, again, made some tough runs, and I don't know why it was JoJo, you'll have to ask Shannon or you know, those guys, you know, but he had some good tough runs, and, he's run some of the gap schemes that we run. He runs some of the gap schemes better, you know, the power, and, so, he had some good tough runs.
Daryl, and then John, and then we're done.
Okay.
What kind of extra pressure is it put on a defense when you have a pass catching tight end up there?
Well, I think you saw, everybody was wondering when he was going to break out of his shell. So it was good to see him. And that's one thing, I told Shannon if I'm throwing the ball. I'm kidding. But, yeah, it was good to see him make some catches. Yeah, CJ's been a good player. We knew it would come, just a matter of when.
Any extra challenge on a defense?
Oh,
having that
yeah,
right?
it is. It certainly is. Because what's happening is, if you have threats outside, then you have to protect those guys sometimes. Then you either have to run the ball or get somebody down the middle. And so, it's good to have.
John Romeo.
Reggie out tonight, how big was what CJ Johnson did, 11 tackles?
Yeah, is that what he had? Is that right? Yeah. It was good. It was a great effort by him, obviously. I'd have to get in and watch the tape, but, you know, very proud of him and the whole group.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Coach.
thank you.